Hi, Will Matheson here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. We're prepared to enter the famous Swamp Palace. Little known fact, it's actually not the first palace on this location. When Ganon's minions first came here, this was all swamp, and everyone said they were daft to build a castle on a swamp, but Ganon built it all the same just to show people. But it sank into the swamp. So he built a second one, and that sank into the swamp. So he built a third, that burned down, fell over, then sank into the swamp. But the fourth one, this one, stayed up, and that's what we're going to explore. The strongest castle in all of Hyrule. There's not much we can do here when we first come in. We've got no way to get up that ladder on the top left. So what could we possibly do? By the way, you don't really need magic for this dungeon, but I just wanted to refill before we went in, and just to show you how to do that. It did take a few tries, but we got it. Yes, you remember this from way back in the Light World, when we were on our way to the Desert Palace. Seems like years ago. Okay, that's better. Now we can swim. These guys are kind of annoying. There's a lot of situations where they're kind of invincible, depending on what you're trying to attack them with and what surface they're on. Anyway. This might be the easiest dungeon, layout-wise. It's very linear, and there isn't going to be a whole lot of backtracking, but there's all of these critters everywhere coming at you, and things shooting at you, and things popping out of the walls. So I don't know if it's the easiest dungeon, all told. So you'll have to work pretty hard to make sure you don't lose too much health. Case in point. Now this left wall is optional. You don't need to blow it up. There's really nothing much on the other side. But, you know, we'll just do it for completion's sake. 5 rupees and a bomb to replace the one we blew up. Oh well. So keeping in mind what I said about things coming through the walls, this is a pretty easy pair of rooms, but you still have to watch yourself. And just make your way around clockwise. Up here, is the big chest, but we need the big key to open it. At first you need to go out through the lower left. Getting ahead of myself there. That flame can really ruin your day, so be very careful. Those blocks over there on the left, you can't push them. I tried. I'm sure you've tried too. Or you would try. Wow. Just missed that guy. Okay, so now that's flooded, so we can proceed, but you want to make sure you leave that crystal switch in the red. Just take my word for it. Can't get up there anymore. At least not through that door. Okay, up there on the top left is a chest with 20 rupees. Up on the top right is where we want to go. These blocks you can push. And here's a room you want to get out of as quickly as possible. Ouch. Ouch. So you can go down that top left hole and get that 20 rupees, but I'm not going to bother. I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so now we can head back to the main room and check out what's in the chest. Boing! This is the hookshot. Very useful item. It'll come in handy in lots of places. It's not as much of a world-opening game changer as the hammer, though. But you don't need to do this dungeon straight away after dungeon number 1, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so here, well, we'll just check out the door that's the stairs that are open first. Okay, so that's all flooded. Can't do much there. If we go over to the left side of this room, oh, by the way, these guys, when they're, you can hit them, they're hard to hit. You can hit them with your hook shot even when they're sparking, so you won't get electrocuted when you hook shot them. I prefer to use the sword though, because you get a much broader striking area, as we'll see. And when they're in the wall, see, I even wanted to use my sword there. They're really just hard to strike with the hook shot when they're in the wall. Also, those things are really small though, which is, so you're doubly... Drain the basement, you're being doubly challenged, because the hook shot has a narrow strike area, and then those small versions of the big thing are harder to hit. So there's nothing in that room to the left. That's just the room that you could have gone in if you'd pushed the statue over the switch, but it just puts you on the wrong side of that switch to drain the basement, so that's not good. Now we can go get those chests that we saw earlier. And can we dash up here? Ooh, we've made it through the door. Now let's just take a look up here. Okay, where to next? Looks like we've already been in a room to the upper right of where we're standing, but I don't think we've been in there yet. How are we going to get in there? We'll just walk under the falling water and deal with some more gel sparky things. I'm sure that's the official name. Now these guys are pretty much invincible when they're on the water. Hookshot, sword, whatever. So they're impervious to your conventional weapons. But let's try a medallion and see what happens. And their sprites glitch out. I feel like the game designers made them impervious here so that people wouldn't defeat them and then notice that their sprites glitched out. It's easier to just cover up the problem than to fix it. I don't know. Anyway, this little room is optional, but it gets you some nice refills on things. And let's use our medallion again. Well, just want to show you, yeah, swords doesn't work either. Swords doesn't? Is that what I said? The sword doesn't, is what I should say. Anyway. Yeah, if you're in the water, you're a sitting duck, because there's nothing you can do, and they'll just keep hitting you again and again, and as you try to get up on dry land, it's hard. Equip your hookshot. Here we go. The big idea here is to stay as far away as possible and use your hookshot to bring the little critters to you, and just hack away at them. No need to panic. But once in a while he'll start spinning up, and then you want to be on the side where you can get the farthest from him. So in that case, it wouldn't have done to be up or down. You'd have to go over to the right. And in this case, you need to go up. You can get a little kind of trickier towards the end, because it's hard to get you have to be on a side where you can, where there's still critters to get. Then I guess when he starts spinning them around, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now you want to do sword spins. And just try to keep moving when you see the... Yeah, don't walk into the shadow wheel. Good job. You're welcome. Oh, so he doesn't even have to wish for more wishes. Oh yeah, I have amazing magical powers. Well, I can use those medallions, I guess. But most of my stuff isn't magical. I mean, the hookshot's not magic. Lighting lamps isn't magic. The fire rod and the ice rod probably have their magic built into them. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for Level 2, the Swamp Palace. Tune in next time for Level 3, Skull Woods. See you next time!